Hey everyone, this is Dean with DCA Crypto. Got some red in the markets. I want to cover that in today's video and some other things and important news as well. So I'd appreciate if you subscribe to my channel, smash that like button, and let's jump into it. All right, today we're going to get into what's going on with the markets here. We've had a red day or so here. Bitcoin dumping, some of the alts dumping a little bit here. Some bad news in crypto that I'm going to cover in this video and show you, if we've lost any support or anything like that. So let's jump into it here. So we're currently at 2.3 trillion market cap, and you can see all the red in the market here. Most of the coins are down 5 or 10% over the last week, but nothing too major. No major dip in the market as of this recording. Of course, anything could change, but so far not too bad. We'll jump into the daily chart here with Bitcoin. As you can see, we're still above this channel that we've been in for several months here that we finally broke out of, and now we're testing it again as support. We did wick through it here, but so far in the daily candle, we're staying like above it or just at it. So hopefully we don't lose this as support and break down through here. Take a look at the weekly chart as well. Pretty similar on that. We're still holding it currently. And hopefully the weekly chart, we still close it above here. We really need to get above this 50-week moving average here and make that our support above 70,000. Once we do that, we're off to the races. But until we do that, nothing is confirmed yet for a true bull run here that we could potentially be going into. So this is what we're waiting for, and hopefully we can get some momentum here and bust up above here over the upcoming weeks or months here. So Tether faces federal criminal investigation. So what's the reason for this? USDT Tether is under investigation from the U.S. federal authorities, and basically they're scrutinizing the company for alleged violations related to sanctions in anti-money laundering regulations. So according to individuals familiar with the situation, the investigation spearheaded by the Manhattan U.S. Attorney's Office is examining whether Tether has basically facilitated unlawful transactions. Now, so they're saying these include illicit activities such as drug trafficking, terrorism, money laundering of illegal funds, and so on. Basically, they're saying here that they're considering sanctions against Tether. Now, this is bad news for Tether if they were to sanction, because basically they're going to sanction the use of Tether against U.S. residents and U.S. companies. So this would be really bad for us as individuals if this were to happen. So if you think about it here, this is very bad for crypto. If this were to happen, then they were to put sanctions against them for use in the United States, even though most of the exchanges in the U.S. technically use USDC for trading pair, like Coinbase still use like USDC or just USD and so on. But all the other exchanges out there use USDT trading pairs for the most part for buying your crypto. So if you go on KuCoin or Mexi or BitGet or any of the other exchanges, you're going to be sending USDT to those exchanges to purchase your crypto. And when you sell, you're going to be getting USDT. So I know a lot of us are, out there who are using those exchanges, either use a VPN or use like a Palo ID to use those exchanges, because the U.S. government has been so hostile against crypto companies out there for KYC requirements of the U.S. government. But really, it should be just up to us to report our crypto. Shouldn't have to be up to the exchanges to report all your transactions. Should be up to the individual to report those transactions. It's the individual's responsibility, not the exchange's responsibility, but the SEC sees it otherwise. So hopefully we get some more crypto-friendly regulation here in the U.S., but this is bad for Tether because, if you're going to purchase things on those exchanges, we're all using Tether for that, and we wouldn't be able to do that potentially anymore, except for the fact that you could still purchase Tether using a VPN likely or on a DEX like Uniswap and so on, because you could always swap ETH for Tether on any of those DEXs. Now, I don't know if they would try to ban those DEXs from using Tether. I'm not sure how they would ban Tether's use with people, but exchanges like, I think Kraken may still use Tether. I haven't used Kraken in over a year, so I'm not sure, but I know they used to use Tether, so I'm not sure if they still do or not. And I don't really use Uphold, or I think Crypto.com uses Tether as well, if I remember correctly. But this would be really bad for Tether if this were to happen and they were to try to block U.S. residents. Like, we're the ones that always get penalized by it the most. It's really stupid. The U.S. government doesn't use their head when they throw out sanctions against people for the most part. And it's stupid that they would sanction USDT over this, because really anyone could use a VPN and go use any of the dexes out there and swap Ethereum for Tether and then send it to anyone out there. I mean, not only is Tether pegged to the US dollar, but all the other cryptos that are out there, they're technically pegged to the US dollar as far as their value. They're valued mostly in Tether or in USDT. So if you look at the price of Ethereum, it's based off of the price of the US dollar. So anyone could purchase Ethereum anywhere in the world, go on a DEX and swap it for USDT and send it to an illicit party, just like people can take cash and hand it to somebody anywhere in the world. They can try to sanction stuff and try to control it as much as they want, but they really can't control it. It's just stupid and pointless for them to do this. But the U.S. government doesn't really use common sense when they do a lot of stuff. They just throw out a solution. Oh, let's just sanction them, and this will stop everything from happening. And they don't think anything through. You get people that really don't know what the hell they're talking about to make stupid decisions that affect more than just the people they're trying to sanction. They affect everybody in the world, and they affect the world markets and the outlook as far as crypto investments and stuff like that. So that's why we've had this dip over the last day or so. I think it's because of this news with Tether, because it is pretty much the largest stablecoin traded in crypto, and it's a big deal. So that's pretty much the update for today's video. We're going to have to keep an eye on this lawsuit or these charges pressed against Tether and see how things pan out with USDT, because it is bad news that the U.S. government is doing this. Hopefully this gets squashed and doesn't become any sort of big deal, because they have tried to press charges against Tether in the past for certain things and made them show like documentation of their coins, the Tether stablecoin being backed by the US dollar and so on. So it's just another step towards hostility towards crypto. We really need a new administration in the office that's not so hostile against crypto. So hopefully, whether Trump or Harris wins this election, hopefully either one of them will be less hostile towards crypto and end a bunch of this nonsense that's going to have an impact negatively on the crypto markets and most of us crypto investors out there. So that's pretty much what I wanted to cover in this video, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. If you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next video.